happening, family? Man, welcome in anybody that is listening. I go by the name of Trap Vision 3D. If you're new here, thank you for being here. For the next, what is it? Let's say 15 minutes, man. Come on and waste your brain cells with your boy. All right. So, first and foremost, if you came in off the thumbnail, yes, the Invicta company is not bankrupt, but Invicta store in Manhattan, downtown, one of the biggest and largest stores, the store that is popping, right? The store that gets people engaged. They have announced that they filed bankruptcy, right? And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this happened once before at that particular store, and I mean, they're still here. So I imagine COVID was a good thing for them. But yes, 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 yes. If you follow any Facebook groups, it has been posted at least a couple dozen times. It is on Instagram. I don't know if you guys on Twitter or not like that. I didn't post anything on Twitter, but I heard the news. It actually got posted yesterday. But I heard the news early. I mean, extremely early this morning. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. But it comes at no surprise. But before we go into that, let me say welcome in everybody that just came in. I seen how to watch now walk in, Jay Jones, Cool Gamer, Luciano, and what's going on, man? Thank you guys. And come on, the infamous, come on. What up, what up, what up? What's going on, everybody? So, okay, let's talk about what we know first and foremost. And if you read I didn't put a big description in there, but this isn't rumor mill. This is factual, actual factual. I know that is small, but that is what I just photoshopped or screenshotted that a minute ago. But that is part of the article. And once I get done with this actual show, I'll go ahead and tag it for you guys to look at. But let's do a watch check. So what I want to do was like today, I'm feeling like I want to support the whole Invicta vibe, right? You know what I'm saying? So this is not an Invicta hat, but this is a hat that I got signed by Tim Townsend, right? He is an actual illustrator. He draws Spider-Man, right? And he did a watch on the Invicta cruise in 2017, and 2018, I'm sorry, and I haven't worn this hat since then, but I was feeling some type of way. I said, man, first we had Jay-Z in the situation in Shop HQ. We know that there was a money issue, and there is a money issue with all of the online shopping networks right now. But the other ones it really doesn't apply to most people that's in the chat right now because we literally tune in to Shop HQ for Invicta timepieces, right? And it has been it's been a wild roller coaster, man. I don't like to say lost, but we had another, you know what I'm saying, brother, that was hosting over there. Carl was hosting over on Shop HQ, and that story is a mystery. We don't know what happened. I really don't want to inquire, but then I inquired, but like, there's no information. I don't know if he left, he fired. I don't know, but I just know he's not there. I thought he made a great addition, something different. What's up, Average Joe? I just seen somebody. Uno, what's going on? Love and Victor watches, and that's what we're here to talk about. So if you've never been to the Times Square store, it's popping because there's so much stuff that's going on. So not only do you get a chance to shop the watches, but then if you look straight out the front door, there is an attraction like none other. You got all these people, the TikTok dancers, everything is going on out there. So one thing I do know is they do get a crowd because that is the hot spot. That's the epicenter for social media. Anybody that's popping on YouTube, anybody that's popping on Instagram, especially TikTok, is right there in front of the store. Literally right there. And we saw they got dancers, they got the drum artists, they got the people that like the Naked Cowboy, which heard something bad. I gotta find out about the Naked Cowboy. I gotta see if it's true because I didn't hear any news, so I'm not gonna play it out. Unless anybody has news on the Naked Cowboy, whatever the case is, but yeah. Which I met, he actually photobombed me or serenaded me or whatever the case was, right there at the Invicta store where I got this watch from. This watch is actually from the Invicta store, right? So one of the biggest questions, and there was a lot of people that chimed in, and this isn't raw mail. If you're attached to anybody, like I said on Facebook, Invicta Holics or anything like that, one of the biggest complaints about any Invicta store is the price, right? It's like the buy two get for free. If you guys have been watching or paid attention to any other YouTuber that have talked about that, they mentioned that that is a farce. It's foolishness. That's not a sale. It's not a deal. You're not getting anything free, which we know. If you buy two at a full price, it just if you spread out six watches, then you literally pay a certain amount for each watch. You know what I'm saying? Like a reduced amount. Versus if you just bought one watch. All right, hold on, let me see. What's going on, Rich? And I'm going to be looking in the comments, man, because like if you guys have any questions or anything, or you want to chime in, if this is your first time hearing about it, yeah, this is real world. It dropped yesterday. The Invicta store, and this is what I do know is their blueprint, man, is expensive. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, how could this have happened? Well, that's one thing we know how to do best, and that's speculate. We can guess at what's going on, but I would imagine that for spending, but you can look, they blaming the landlords, right? They're saying it's the landlord's fault. At least that's what a part of the article. You can read more on that article once I drop the link, or if you guys already know or seen it, you guys have read the story. But for those of you guys that don't know, they're accusing the landlords of something. I didn't read all that. I'm actually getting my information from people that's been at the store or dealt with the store, and could it have been poor management all the way around? I mean, because like on the news, anything that hits like the tabloids or like those hitters, it's like, oh, it's the landlord's fault, and we automatically go in like, well, yeah, man, like I think it costs like $1 million a year to run that, for that spot. But you got to think too, how many customers do they get that are not connected to Shop HQ, Invicta stores like that? They're in different places. Because let's take Canada for example. I know, and Ad is in here. I believe Ad is in here. They can't have things shipped to them. You know what I'm saying? Like there's like that. And I think some parts of South America, you can't. If you happen to get Shop HQ, you can't have that delivered down there. The international stuff don't work. You know what I'm saying? It just don't work for whatever reason. So if you have somebody from Canada that is in Times Square, which, dude, that can happen. As a matter of fact, that happens on a regular basis. They're gonna buy. Now the problem is, if you're not prepared to spend $1,200 to $1,500, then that buy two get for free is not gonna work for you. So you're stuck spending. Here, let me give you an example. And I'm not trying to insult anybody's intelligence in here because most people already know. But I'm gonna use this for example. This watch right here, I showed this last week. Boat Zeus Trio. Now, Shop HQ's price. Let's just say I'm gonna throw it out $399. Let's just say $399. InvictaStores.com. Let's say $299. I'm not saying it was, but just say $299. You go to Invicta store in the actual brick and mortar. This watch could run you about $899 to $1,000. So somebody that has looked at this watch, if they say they wanted it, right, and they're not connected to any groups or anything like this, they happen to just pop on InvictaStores.com and they're like, yo, I see this watch. This watch is actually $299 over there. You got it for $899. Would you price match? They're gonna be like, no, we're not gonna price match. But they did though. They did. Now this is what I believe killed them. Is the price matching. I think that buy two get for free was that was a tough sale anyway. I mean, it happens though. Like we did it. I actually did it. You know what I'm saying? I walked in the store and most Invicta collectors that I know would buy 3, 4, 5 watches at a time anyway. So you're trying to piece it together. Or if you're one of those that come in and you say, hey, I really just want one watch. And there's 6 of you guys, all you guys come together put your money together, and boom, you got the price. And what I say, it's still not going to be Invicta store price, but it'll be more like a shop HQ price. So, and let me give you an example. Another example. Let's use this bad boy, right? This right here is the Man of War, and this is the closest thing to a Panerai that Invicta makes when we're talking about like homage pieces, right? So let's put up the Invicta store brick and mortar. Their price may be $600, and that's a bit high for this, but I'm just gonna put it up there, $600. Shop HQ will have this watch for $199, and Invicta stores will have this watch for like $159, right? And they may even give you another 25% off. You know what I'm saying? But like on Invicta stores, you have to spend $150 to get free shipping. So you may want to put something else with this. But like for the sake of simplicity, we're going to use this watch. So if you're in Invicta stores, brick and mortar, downtown in Manhattan, and you say, I really want that watch, and that's the only one I see. If you don't have 5 other people going with you, you're going to pay the top price for this, and they want the price matching. But because they price match now in the past year, that really killed them. I mean, they can't make money off of that. It wasn't designed for that. Oh man, y'all, mosquitoes is out, and that's a big one. That's like a dragon mosquito. That's one of them things off of what was that? That one dragon movie, man, The House of Dragons. That's one of them mosquitoes. That thing was huge. That thing came from Mississippi. Woo, that's a big boy. All right, let me see. Hold on. Let me get to the comments real quick. I don't want to miss anybody. What's going on, Don Juan? Dave D, what's one love is in the building. Okay, Invicta's not going to survive under a Biden economy. I was not expecting that comment. Woo! Oh man! Oh man! Oh my gosh! Thank you. You say you loving the cap, Felix, and if you just came in, I actually had this cap signed by Tim Townsend that he does the Spider-Man. I didn't have a Spider-Man. I had Captain America, and it's on this side. Invicta Cruise 2018. I had that embroidered on the hat, so this hat is real special to me. I'm actually sweating in this hat right now because it is pretty warm, and I'm trying to, like, I'm moving back and forth, y'all. If y'all see me doing that, you know what I'm saying, shoulder lean and rocking, I'm keeping the mosquitoes off me. I don't have any repellent with me. I'm done with the LWO. Hold on, let me see what's this. Sick piece. Thank you. I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anybody's comments. Felix the Great. So the online store is separate from the brick and mortar store. Yeah, so here's the deal, man. Here's the deal. There was a guy from South America that actually created the InvictaStore.com, which has been a hit. And all of it is, it's a bit confusing how it works out because, and I was asked this a couple years ago, is Shop HQ and Invicta stores and Invicta stores brick and mortar all connected? And it's no, they're not. You know what I'm saying? Invicta stores in South America is different. The one over in Europe is different. You know what I'm saying? They're different. You know, that's just what it is. Even though AL has rights over everything, the Invicta Group. It's just, man, he's I'll say he's a mogul and he's making moves. Now, this is what's been said. And this isn't me just saying this is what he's done, but this is what customers are saying. He's running Invicta into the ground or allowing it. Or it's just like, you know what, let's get all we can and smash out. And these are real comments. You know what I'm saying? And I know that there are people that's attached to Invicta that's been a part of this Invicta family for years. And I've only been like an Invicta fan for since 2014, right? I can't claim like a Bob Cohen. Bob Cohen's been in it for a minute. Godfather is probably like he's one of, but not the oldest. I actually met a collector that had World War II Invictas. You know what I'm saying? Well, Invictas that were made in World War II. So when Invicta was actually making it, you know what I'm saying, the creator of it, that's where he started his collection at. And I actually got a chance to see that. I saw the very first Russian divers made. You know what I'm saying? So I know a few collectors, not a lot. I know a few collectors that predate Godfather. You know what I'm saying? So Latino World Order. Okay, okay, okay. I got you. I got you. How am I doing? What's up, Scott? I'm doing okay, man. I'm doing okay. I had a long day. You know what I'm saying? I actually been sitting on this information all day. I've talked to a number of collectors, man, and I know some people are upset about it. Some people are like really upset. Some people regret that they own Invicta. There's some people that's like, I knew it was coming. We talked about this, man, but like the stuff is connected, man. And the one comment that got me in there that said like Invicta won't survive under Biden economy. That's funny. Uh, However, here's the deal: is outside of this, this bankruptcy. My question is how is Invicta going to fare all the way around? Because there is competition. You know what I'm saying? There's so many other brands out there, and there's like a brand being born every day. It seems like there's so many different micro brands. I just watched one of DK's shows on Draken, and I haven't heard about Draken until this year. You know what I'm saying? So, and again, it that micro brand. There's some micro brands don't compare to Invicta because though some may say, well, they do. Let's just call it for what it is. Invicta do have some homage pieces. They do. Like, for example, this right here. This is like a bluesy, but I mean, like a Rolex don't have that digital, but it's similar, man. It's a diver, you know, classic looking diver, and Invicta does that very well. You know, they when they do a homage, they do it pretty well. You know, even if it's a cheaper piece, it's pretty solid. Now they do have hit and misses here and there, but you know, for the most part, Invicta do a good job. But then explain pieces like this that has like that watch has no heritage or like it's stuck to nothing else. It's not designed after anything else. That's a Mako number three. It's just, and you know the good thing about it is you still get to rock a movement that is high profile. You know, the Salida 200s or the 2824s, the Valjoux 7750s. Speaking of which, I have a Valjoux right here in that one. And when you see a Swiss made component in any other watch, I'm looking at comments and I'm looking at, people are like, okay, does the watch move me? Does the watch have the heritage, the movement? You know what I'm saying? Movement is the majority of the watch anyway. Let me see. Hold up. Yeah, none of these micro brands either touching Invicta. That 40 million pieces a year. Yeah, now I agree with you. I agree with you. Like a micro brand doesn't have the resources that Invicta does. They don't have the reach that Invicta does. However, they still have a presence. You know what I'm saying? And you know who moves that is YouTubers. You know, somebody like Teddy Bulbasaur, he mentions the micro brands. People, they're watching, they're looking. When a larger channel uh, discredits Invicta, there's a number of people, man, in the section down there that will go ham. And they're like, I told you, I knew it, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, well, but here's the deal. When you're talking Invicta pieces, people have been rocking these larger and elaborate and just in your face pieces for years, man, for decades. So that ain't going nowhere. But these how can I put it, like the news that we're getting now, you know what I'm saying? So because I was looking at the whole Jay-Z thing, there's still people right now that will not watch Shop HQ because Jay-Z's not there. So these things, whoever made the decision that they made to put them in that position, I mean, you got to think about, I mean, business. Of course, you want to stay there. I mean, dude, like what's that? What's that term? Location. They're in a prime location. That Invicta store is in the middle of everything. There's a whole bunch of other big brands around them too. What other? I can't remember other watch companies that's around the Invicta store. I live in Oregon, Portland. Close to the Invicta store is 1,000 miles away. Gosh, yo, that's crazy. Let me see. I'm camping out. You're camping out in Yonkers when I'm here. Oh man. Wait a minute. They're closing? I can't be surprised, man. I can't be surprised, man. And the question is, could this have been avoided? Could this bankruptcy been avoided, man? Because collectors do that we buy a lot of watches. But one of the complaints were the prices. The prices, man. People were coming in Invicta stores. They're like, yo, this watch $5.99. I've seen this online for cheaper, and they won't do it. Like, all I need is one watch. Oh, all I want is one watch. And there is no budging, you know what I'm saying? And I think with, because the Invicta stores, brick and mortar, and InvictaStores.com is two separate entities, but it's you can still get the same watch. So you can still got the same scan code or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like model numbers are the same. So they're like, hey, if we got this watch in store, yeah, we'll go ahead and let you get that for that. But the Invicta brick and mortar wasn't designed to sell those watches at that price. You know what I'm saying? Especially Times Square. So I don't know whose idea was to have Invicta stores price, which I do appreciate Invicta stores prices, but people have really jumped on this like, no, stuff ain't adding up. I'm not paying that, and more people eyes are being open to it. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Does that bother you? You know what I'm saying? The prices. You know what I'm saying? For those of you guys that's been in Invicta stores and you got the 2 buy 2 get for free, does that bother you at all? Or have you had a problem with it? You know what I'm saying? But you just do it anyway for the sake of collecting. I'd like to know. From what I read, they're opening up a brick and mortar in West Palm Beach, Florida tomorrow. Yeah. I heard that today. Actually heard that today. So yeah, you're right. Um, and then you got to think too. Florida is a hotspot, man. I mean, just like New York. But I imagine that their booth rent is not going to be as much as that New York store. Because I mean, you got to think if they're paying $1 million per year to be in that location, man, they got to pull in. They got to pull in a lot. They got to pull in a lot of watches, man. Why is your handle lit up in green? How you doing that? He's an actual member of the channel, bro. He supports the channel. I'm in Seattle, and I think the closest store is Las Vegas. Okay. That's not changed. You're all right. Yeah, J Jones always doing that, man. All right, I want to make sure I didn't miss. It's the rent at the malls. Yeah, you're right, J Jones. I mean, just depending on what they paying, you know what I'm saying, what they're spending to put that there. The other thing too, though, man, and y'all tell me if I'm tripping, but that excitement, man, the excitement, because we do events, bro. Like, events started off slow. You know what I'm saying? You heard about, people doing those Invicta events once, twice. I did one in Georgia, like, was it 3 years ago? Did one in Atlanta. I say I had a good turnout, and that wasn't a technically official event, but you know what I'm saying, my name was on the headliner. So um I thought it was something cool, man. You met some people, man. My wife met Waka Flocka and who else we met? Candy and some other people. But it was cool. It was cool, and then just you start seeing other people, bro, it's I don't know, man. I just feel like the some of that excitement that we had, like when we was doing it, man. I'm telling you, hold on, let me turn it this way. That event, that cruise, 2018. I'm talking about. We were going crazy. We were crazy, like just buying watches, man. And I think, just my opinion, I think that's part of one of the issues now, man. People are not participating or not buying as much. Could it be? And I think it also too. It could be some of the designs because you still have some old school people, old school collectors that's been holding out for them to bring back stuff like this. So this one back in the day actually had a Salida 200 in it, and they brought this back. This one is a quartz, so this has a 715, run the 715, and then they have one that has an NH35, same 47 millimeter. I think 15 millimeter stick, I believe, somewhere around there. And the prices vary. But the original one it was Swiss made, and collectors do remember that. Yo, Adam, what's going on? The buy two, get four isn't really worth it. You could probably buy online and get the watches for the same or less. I know better now. And see, that's the thing right there. You said it. And if you go again, I will reiterate. If you go on Facebook, same thing is being said. The exact same thing. It's not worth it. Let me see. Stores doesn't offer value pay. Yeah, they don't. They have that a firm. Yeah, they got a firm. So you have to pay, like, if you, let's just say, make it simple, $200, you pay a firm $50 to, take that loan out. You know what I'm saying? You can get your watch to you. Where if you do the value pays over at Shop HQ, you good to go. You know what I'm saying? You got 6 months to pay it back interest free. They don't do no credit checks or anything like that. So, and if I just said that, I put that out, but let me tell you this. This is my disclaimer. Tread lightly on that one because we've all done it for the most part. You can go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Take your time. I recommend that whatever watch that you love or that just really grabs you, grab that watch, value pay it if you have to. If you don't have it on the scratch and you want to do the value pay, do the value pay. Get the watch home, wear the thing, man. Wear it before you go and buy another one. If you, I got to get that one too, just wear it. Just go fall in love with that honeymoon phase. But when you go to an Invicta store and you buy two, you know what I'm saying, you got 6 watches to contend with. But I'm telling you, without them price matching, you're going to pay a minimum. I think the least I've ever paid at one of those stores when buying two, get 6 was like $700 or something like that. That was like 800. 800, I think, was the least I've ever. And I was just looking. I said, man, I really wanted that. That's when I got my blue label. I knew I wanted that blue label Pro Diver because Shop HQ had it, and they kept selling out. So I spent $400. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what they wanted. Like, it was like $399 or something like that. So I paid a total of I think it was just like $830, a little bit over $800. What up, Godfather? What's going on? Hey, having 16 value pays, bro, stop it. You stop it right now. You think I don't care how cheap it is, bro. If it was $10, man, no. You should not be paying a car note on watches for 6 months. And yet, I'm not sitting here. I'm not judging nobody. I've been in situations where I've overspent. I've exerted myself, man, like crazy. Even I was making some good money. I was like, oh, I got this. Let me go ahead and pay $16.95. Oh, I got this. Let me go ahead and pay $12. Oh, I got that. Let me go pay $10.95. Oh, that one $24. Oh, I definitely get that one. Oh, that one. And then you think about it, all these value pays coming out at different times of the month. I'm like, oh, snaps. And then you look at how much you're like, oh, snaps. Jeez. I'm paying like $600 a month in value pays all over the place. Dude, I can go get a car, man. Like $2,400 down, and that $600 a month get you a nice little car, man. I can drive an Equinox for that, which we drive Equinox. I use that example because that's what happened. Anyway. Oh man, hold on, let me see what's Captain Photon, man. It's always good to see you, man. Thank you for coming in. I feel you 100. I'm out here in Miami. Okay, you gonna stop by and check it out? I usually switch up value pays on credit card and value pays using PayPal. Okay. So that's one way to do it too. Trap, the least I paid for buy two get four. If and you know what, Jay Jones. All right, so thank you for putting that up there. So, ladies and gentlemen, right now, anybody that's ever been to an Invicta store, $459 out the door, and you buy two get four free, lets me know that they price matched. I'm telling you, that lets me know that they price matched. So whatever Jay Jones bought from an actual store, that was price matched to the invictastore.com, because that never happened. You literally, that's the beginning price for most watches, $400. You may get something that's like $299 too, but like that's getting. Let's see, what do I got? 459 to get you an X-wing at an Invicta store. 459 would have got you this back in the day. This Pro Diver with the meteorite bracelet. Meteorite dial. So yeah. Semicon, buying credit, all fun, good until you get bored of the watch. Yeah, man, yeah. It does. Because the thing about it is, man, DK, you know, with us with watches, just like, okay, DK like showcased the watch today. Beautiful review. Semicon reviews. If you're not familiar, Semicon reviews. And the thing about that is he showcased that watch. So let's say I go out and buy it. I think it's like you pay like $350 for the watch, but you can get it for like $4 something now. So if I bought that watch and I'm like, oh, I love it, like, man, this watch is great, and something else may gain my attention, and I'm value paying, and that's what normally happened to me, man. I'm value paying. I'm like, okay, I'll come back to you. So there's watches that it took me a long time to come back around to. Perhaps Invicta wants to do it all online. I think, Richard, I'm going to tell you something. My personal opinion, I think that's what they need to go to. So even though for you guys that's following Jay-Z's journey right now from Shop HQ, I had made a comment, and I don't think that's the case. You know what I'm saying? Who's going to be on team Ryan, or who's going to be on team Jay-Z? I believe that people are going to buy from both. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are going to do both. You know, whatever Jay-Z comes out with, I'm sure he'll say, "Hey, I got this deal," and then you have an opportunity to win a watch, so you'll go over there and buy. And then when it comes to Shop HQ, I think people are still going to be buying. I think a majority will still buy from Shop HQ because of the value pay. The Invicta stores, like I said, is just, if you don't, I mean, unless you got a credit card, of course, it really don't matter. So you're going to just pay it off until it's done. So that's your value pay on credit. But you have to do the firm. You have to do the firm if you're going to go through a Invicta store. So if you're buying a bunch of them and you don't have the scratch, be prepared to pay a fee to have those watches. And I hope it's working to you. Yes, they do. Okay. The nice part about ordering every month is that they fall off every 6 months, and then I just buy more. Oh, my bad, y'all. I hit the wrong button. Sign up for the email and get one for $29.99. Yeah, those emails, and that's why, I think like having how's the X, man? What's happening? Victor makes great watches, no doubt. Let me see, for no reason, just cause. There's watch snobs. Yeah, they are. I get a lot of comments on this. It's getting dark, y'all. I get a lot of comments. Being somebody that, some people consider me to be an Invicta ambassador and stuff like that, or like when I go to different events that's non-Invicta, I'm referred to as the Invicta guy, right? I hear this from people. So Invicta they make some stout pieces, man. I got a number of pieces over here, man, and this may not be everybody's fancy, but like this right here is a gearhead. Jason Taylor. I just wore this the other day. I think, man, my personal opinion, it is an oversized watch. I think the watch is phenomenal, man. The build quality is crazy. And then I have this piece right here, which is one of my favorites, man. And those are diamonds in there, man. Like pave. It's everywhere. You know what I mean? So Invicta do some stuff, man. And then when you get into it, like for that one, they got a Salida 200 in it. It's not a screw down crown, but I'm not getting in the water with it anyway. Not that piece. Sorry, sir. But I mean, that's just my preference to have those particular pieces, man. And I still have room for pieces like this, Nuvel, right? That's a part of the watch journey. You know what I'm saying? My Deep Blue, which I've shown this before, it's just a fan favorite. But you're not here to. I'm not gonna like just bore you with all the watches that I have. My thing as a collector, I will hope that this store actually makes it through 2023 and forward, because Invicta is a gateway. Invicta brings a lot of people to the table, and the people they have like Ryan Johnson and Jay Z. No matter what capacity Jay Z is going to be in, both of those people are very, very well versed in the realm of watches. Period. But like when he's talking about Invicta, they gives you an idea. They make those things dance on screen. You know what I'm saying? And that really entices us. But for the other part, there's people that's never saw these guys. They don't know who Justin or Ryan Johnson is. They buy Invicta either through word of mouth or and they've been at the airport. There's a number of reasons. Cruises. There's a number of reasons. Your uncle at the family reunion, like, man, what is that on your wrist? And a lot of times it's a scuba. You know what I'm saying? Like, or a looper. You know, and people like they just see it and gravitate to that. So, hold on, let me see and make sure anyone here use Watch Gang. I heard Watch Gang wasn't that good. That was hold on, y'all. Let me get some lights on real quick. Or get a light on. Because it is dark. And I'm not ready to end the broadcast just yet. One day Trap gonna have his own line of Invicta. Hey, that'll be dope, bro. Hey, so here's the deal. I do know that there's people from Invicta that watch. I do. I've had discussions with some of you guys. I'm game, man. I'm down because I feel like the way they're going right now, they're opening stores, which means it's telling me that they're making money in certain areas. Like I was told today that one of the stores in Puerto Rico, there's an airport there, and they literally have 4 stores in different corners, right, of this airport, and they're doing well. They're doing well. Now their booth rent can't be that much or whatever. Or I think it's like it's tax free or whatever. Just open up that type of business. But get this, y'all. Get this. Invicta people that run it, bro. You already know, man. I've showcased a ton of Invictas on this piece, man. Go ahead, send me a sample piece. I'll go ahead and talk about it. Send me a promo code, and people can shop. I set it up. I can set the website. I already got a website set up. You know what I'm saying? I just haven't activated it yet. So we can definitely do that. But that's if y'all want to do that. Because I think that's where we're going at anyway. Doing that online stuff. All right, let me get back to the comments, man. Let me see what's going on. They make small joints too. Or they get something. Yeah. Like, and that's the one thing they cover the board, man. If they can do cover the board. And you know what? One of the advantages of shopping in a brick and mortar, if you have that close to you, is you can literally look at the watch. You can see it before, you know what I'm saying? Because it's one thing looking at a picture or a screen, and like some of those, if you go to invictastores.com, you can actually rotate the watch. You know, some of them, they don't have them all, but you can literally rotate some of those. So, it's always good to actually see the watch, try it on before you actually get it, and they can tell you how to operate it. If I buy a trap watch, I demand an autograph. I promise I will sign the mess out of it, man. Yo, Kenny, man, what's happening? I promise I'll sign the mess out of it, bro. I like, shoot, man, I signed it. We take pictures with that thing. We do wrist shot, the whole. We do a cruise together, man. I don't care, man. I'm just saying. And I've actually sent some of my ideas over there to Invicta Collectors at gmail.com. I've sent some of my ideas over there, and that'd be dope, man. You know what I'm saying? I would like to make a diver or a speedway. Oh, that'd be dope. Speedway with jewels on it. Swiss made, you feel me? 28, 24. Yep. Yeah, I got some ideas, man. I'm telling you. I got some ideas. I've already sent some stuff. Hit that like button. Only C3. Oh, y'all hit me. Hit me. Let them know that Trap went live randomly. He just said, hey, man, we about to talk about this thing. But yeah, man. Going back to this bankruptcy, I don't know what's gonna happen with the store. I do know that employees are still showing up for work. They haven't closed the store, haven't got that news yet. So if you want to go in the store and check it out, I would say go right ahead, check it out. Now, are they doing price matching right now? I don't know. That I do not know. That store, that's such, man, I'm gonna just tell you from a business standpoint, and I don't see their numbers, but that's bad business to price match in that store. Now, don't get me wrong. If you say, yo, Trap, if I could get like one of the watches that you showed at the price I see on the Invicta stores, why would I give them more? And I'm with you. I promise, I'm right there with you. But I'm just saying, from a business standpoint, that's not good. So I don't know how they're gonna do this. That's crazy. The fact that you do have InvictaStores.com, and if like the way they approach it, it's like they're different entities. But I'm like, if you're different, you shouldn't price match. But like, hey, they're different stores. I'm like, but it's InvictaStores.com, and you're in Invicta Store. Are they gonna have to do a name change? That's not gonna happen. So I don't know what they're gonna do. I just know as a collector, as a fan of the brand, I'm just I'm a little blown away by the news that we get, what I'm saying? Like as of late, and I know some of you guys weren't following the financial track for Invicta, but I've been following it for a couple of years. You know what I'm saying? And I was looking like, ooh, they look like they're in trouble. Oh, Shop HQ, not Invicta. Shop HQ, but Invicta is one of the biggest brands over there. Trap, from what I know, is just the independent contractors of the corporate company of Invicta that are in financial trouble. Yeah, but here's the deal, Felix. With that being said, man, what is that? I mean, you saw the comments. You saw the comments, man. Stuff like this, when the news come out like that, that sends people into like this uproar, which I've seen, man. I'm looking at what people are saying over on Facebook. I haven't gone into the Instagram yet. I just saw Oh My when it was posted. when it was posted, and this for some people are like, hey, I'm not surprised. I seen it coming. I knew Invicta was on something, man. That's why I slowed down. And like I'm seeing all these different comments, man, and it is such a detriment to like to the whole vibe of Invicta, because it's all going to be grouped in the bed together. Honestly, from Jay-Z to whatever goes on Shop to InvictaStores.com to the brick and mortar, all of it's going to be grouped because fans do expect more out of Invicta. They expect them to be forthcoming with information, which I've said this before. These people are business folks. They're not going to put every piece of business out for you to know. Huh? Yeah, she had a sandwich. Um, so yeah, um, I don't know. All I can say is stand by to stand by, and we're gonna follow this story. Any information I get, you already know I'm gonna upload it. I'm gonna showcase it and all this other stuff, man. I probably go. Sometimes I'll go live on Instagram too. But other than that, man, let me finish reading some of these comments before I get up out of here. Invicta owns a large portion of Shop HQ. That's why they get so irritated. Yeah, I know. I do have questions for y'all before I go. Does it like okay? So let me ask you this. So we already talked about, like, hey, these things happen or whatever the case is. Does this deter you from buying Invicta pieces? I know it's a no-brainer for some. Jay Jones, you don't have to answer. Felix, you don't have to answer. There's some of y'all don't even say nothing because I know. But does this put a bad taste in your mouth with Invicta to where you're like, I don't know, maybe I should try another brand? If any, Make affordable Swiss made turban. Ooh, that would be dope. It won't deter me. Okay. Jay, I already know it's not. I already know it's not going to deter you at all, bro. It makes me appreciate even more the watches I have. Yeah. That is a great way to look at it, man. Um, I'm gonna tell you something, y'all. There's one piece that I had, and Vic actually wore this watch, a different variation, but the Chaos. This is the first R150 timepiece I've ever owned, right? And it was a watch that the hype around this watch was so intense, to where I said, I gotta get this watch. It's just a no-brainer. I had to go with that Pepsi bezel, which they would call a soda bezel for Invicta. I have I've given away, I've sold a lot of my pieces. Over 150 pieces are gone out of my collection. Some of the pieces that I started to show with are gone. They're just gone. You know what I'm saying? And some of them landed in homes where I'm like, it deserves to be where you are. So I will never, ever, ever forget how I started this channel. No matter where this channel goes, I'll never forget. I started with Invicta, and I will not be that guy that say that the watches I showcase wasn't never anything to me, and I moved on to other stuff. And I say that because I do get comments about some of the other watches I showcase, some of the micro brands. And I know it's not everybody's fancy, but I get it. I get it. Hold up, let me get back to the comments, man. Hold on. Rocking it till the end, which I hope is it anymore. I feel you, bro. I feel you. Invicta is actually definitely a great watch company to follow. I enjoy it, man. And most of all, I can look at the pieces and just see, like, I'm looking at the Sabako number 3 right now, and just the way I know it's not real gear shade, but it has the gear shade design on it. Because gear shade, that's expensive for them to actually do that. But the fact that Invicta did it in such a way gave you a Salida 200 in this piece. It's a signed piece, and it's not like anything else. And it's number limited. I think there was only 300 of these watches or something like that. I could be wrong, but I know only a number limited amount of people that can get that watch. And hey, they ain't going nowhere. Hold on, let me see. Dave D said something. In my opinion, they are not playing the timepieces that I would like to purchase when they started putting out better made watches. I will start buying again. Fair point, sir. Fair point. I'm with you 100%. Felix, I can't tell Trap I have 3 coming in tomorrow, 3 more coming next week. You can't tell me, well, Miss with Frugal Mama, what's happening? What's going on, young lady? How you doing? It's always great to see your name in the place, man. What, man, there's never an NBZ with Jay Jones. What? Come on, I thought you knew that one already. If you have the exclusive piece from Victor, just knowing Victor probably won't be bringing them back. Yeah. There, that is true. Jr. I will say this though. They're calling them. What are they calling them now? Masterpieces, which has either the 2824 or the 7750, and they're calling masterpieces. And I saw that there were like two to three pro diver ish looking pieces. One of them has a diamond hour mark at the 12 o'clock. Well, the actual number 12 is in diamonds. And that one has a 2824. And then the J.R. Carrera racing piece, the Tano shape, which looks like a Richard Mille. That will have, I think, the 2824 and a Valjoux, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But there are some pieces that's like it. Jay-Z already launched one. And I know everybody, and some people didn't jump on that one. I particularly, me personally, I want a Speedway with the Valjoux movement in it. You know what I'm saying? Like the 45 millimeter or 45 millimeter that they put out last year. I want that with the Valjoux 7750. And I want it with the jewel set around it. I want them to come back out with that. I mean that's just me personally. If you okay, I read that already. They must have been before. Okay. Only other company here. Aragon is, and Wing has been killing it, man. And I would say that this news has to be like for the people that stopped collecting Invicta, that has to be good news for Wing because that's the like if you have an Invicta, his pieces are in that same category, so to speak, as far as aesthetics. Now, not as wild as Invicta, but like we be putting out some heat, y'all, man. Like, dude, I'm sorry. Like when he put out those NH34 pieces at the prices that he's doing, there's some other micro brands that's giving you NH34 and they charge you $3.99. Man, Wing is oh man, don't even get me started on that one. And Wing puts out some amazing pieces, bro. If you're not up on Aragon, man, wow, Thizzle, what's happening? Good afternoon. Well, it's good evening for me now, bro. You see, man, you just missed my daylight. It's over with now. Swiss made Ripsaw Auto. Man, okay, since you called it, I'll pull it out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that Ripsaw. I think this would be a this right here. I'll say, see how big that is? That's a lot. That's a lot of watch. This was one of the newer watches because I'm so old school with Invicta. Man, I am so partial to like the Pro Divers, Grand Divers, even the Magnums, first generation. I am so old school to where I really didn't get off into some of the newer designs. I didn't like the Flying Fox. I didn't mess with that. I just stayed to like what I like, what I know. But when I saw this as a newer piece, and the Gladiator too, I said, "Oh yeah, I'm getting that." And that one got tritium tubes in it. But if they put a Value in that one, bro, I'm gonna have to come out of retirement on mine. You know, that's just what it is, man. Aragon's are nice, but not as unique as a Victor. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I have one, but it's a 45. Oh, you got that Central. How do you like that? How do you like that, man? I know that thing is fiery in person. I thought it was nice when I saw him showcase it. Been with Invicta for 25 years, and I'm only just now developing interest in the movements. I don't fault you there, man. It's not the movements aren't always that important. You know, shoot, like I'm gonna tell you this, and this is my opinion, man. The movements actually, because I wasn't so much of a movement guy, even though that was like there was times where I wanted to watch that had that, I want that movement, but that came from hearsay. That came from, that excitement that somebody else told me about. I'm like, hey, dude, you want to have a Swiss made timepiece? And I'm like, wow. I asked that question years before this whole YouTube thing. Why? Why? And I really didn't get off into it, man. But being around collectors and seeing how people, really take to this stuff, that just gave me this thirst for, chasing movements and stuff like that. And I said, you know what? Let's go for it. So yeah, and I've told this to Dave D. If I never collect another timepiece, I have the movements. I have my Glycine has a 2824, which is butter. I dig that movement. I have R150. I have numbers Salida 200s. I had a Salida 500. No longer. I've had some of the, let me see, what haven't I had outside of, something that was custom or whatever. But I got the pieces. If I never collect another, as far as movement is concerned. Now, I'm gonna tell you something about that 7750. I do like. Some people don't, and it's when you. And I know you won't be able to see this on camera, but when I get that thing a shake, it does is wobble. Anybody that has a Value 7750, you wearing it, and if you do like shake your arm, that thing just has this wobble to it. Yeah, the NE88, which is the Japanese version of it, the Seiko version of it, does not have that characteristic, but it's a clone of it. It's just not Swiss made. All right, hold on. Let me make sure I got every comment. It's very nice. God lock. Ooh. Did I know that? I don't think I knew that. I didn't know that. I am slacking on my macking, bro. Yo, Leo, what's going on, boy? What's happening? Trap has many rips. Man, how many rips off do I have? I only have that one. Only have that one. Only have that one, bro. I like the white toe pass. Okay, it looks great in sunlight. Trap, remember you started me collecting Invicta, and I thank you. I will never regret that. Hey man, you know what? I'm just um I come back to this again. I showcase if you just got here, Tim Townsend, which he is the illustrator for Spider-Man. I met him on the Invicta Cruise 2018. Um, really good, cool dude. He was signing autographs and stuff like that. Everybody had their Spider-Man paper or whatever. They had a picture of Spider-Man, and they had it signed. And they had an actual Spider-Man. Was it a boat? I think it was a boat Zeus at the time. Yeah, it was a boat Zeus, and he was signing people's stuff and amazing guy. But it was more the people. Again, I will go back to this, uh, and I will even piggyback off of the testimonials from Shop HQ. Don't believe everything you hear on some of these big YouTubers or some of the YouTubers that say people that give those testimonials in Shop HQ are people stuck in the basement of their mom's basement or something crazy, whatever, or some computer geek with cheese fingers just sitting there calling in. Dude, there's real collectors. There's real people that will call and testify about how this watch has pretty much changed their lives. And if it's a surprise to you, it shouldn't come as a shock because if you don't follow Invicta and you follow, I'm going to say Tudor, because I do know I ran into a Tudor collector this past weekend for the Indy 500, and he absolutely loves Tudor. He absolutely loves Tudor. So his excitement level, we were talking about it. I was telling him, I was like, I saw the Black Bay 54 and 58. He said, you saw it? I said, yeah, I actually held it in my hand. He said, well, you went to World of Wonders? I said, no, there was a store here that actually had them while World of Wonders was going on, and I got a chance to look at it or whatever and feel it, and and he's excited, just as excited as an Invicta collector. So it's no different, really, just a different brand. Oh, I see Leo saying something. Juno, what's going on? Boat Zeus is in my top three. I always say the Boat Zeus is the official Lido deck watch for any cruise. I've said that for years. Don't believe me? Go back and watch some of my videos. If you haven't. I'm telling you that official. I'm telling you that watch is official. Everything is great. Leo is talking to folks. Respectfully late. Good day, sir. Good day. From down under. I appreciate you being here, man. Don't forget to like this, fam. Yeah, don't forget. I still have my Swiss made boat, Zeus, I bought in 2015. I will never sell it. Ooh, that's a beautiful thing. Is it the one with the basket weave dial? I like that one, man. That thing is, ooh, yeah. And I'm gonna piggyback off what you guys said in the thing in the comments. I can't remember exactly who said it, but you mentioned that the news of this Invicta store going bankrupt. We hope that Invicta as a whole isn't affected across the board, which I'm going to say I doubt that it's going to it's going to affect them to where you won't see them anymore. Their footprint is definitely here. That like I don't think Invicta's going anywhere. However, I'm just gonna put this out there. I won't be surprised. Nothing surprised me if they just went belly up, but I doubt it. You know what I'm saying? It's they have too many different avenues. They've been doing this for a long time, so I doubt it. But going back to that comment, if you've collected certain pieces over time and you have them in your collection, man, hold what you got. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Know when to hold them. Know when to hold them. And I know a number of you guys have some of the more premier pieces from back in 2015, from 2005. I know Bob Cohen. Yo, Bob Cohen has some of the craziest watches, man, and he knows all the different ones, man. Like the C mount, I actually have that in the back. This is a watch that was built back in the day. It's quartz, but it's weird. It has like it's a compressor style Invicta, and I dig it. It's so different, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a watch that I would say the colorway I got is something that you'd have seen on Batman forever. You know what I'm saying? One of those characters would have had it on, but I really dig the watch, man. I really dig it. So all I'm gonna tell you is this: if you got the watches from back in the day, or check eBay. Check eBay. Some people are getting rid of some stuff. I do know there are some collectors that are selling some of their watches. So if you guys have missed out on um, some of the old school Invicta pieces, I'll get with one collector before I put his information out there. But I do know I talked to John Gang. He told me he is selling. He has some of his pieces for sale. Now, as a disclaimer, are the prices that sellers going to be comparable to Shop HQ or Invicta stores or Invicta stores brick and mortar? Well, of course, that they may be close to a brick and mortar, because, for example, there's some watches that when they came out they were like $2,000, and they may be selling them for 1,200, or they may be selling them for 800. And if they ask 800, you say, man, I'm not doing that because I can buy this. You can't buy that one. I'm telling you right now, guaranteed. There's some Invicta pieces that were Swiss made, not Swiss movement. So if you want more information on that, I do have to talk to 2 other collectors before I put the information out, because I don't know if they want the information out, if they're selling still. But keep that in mind. They're not on eBay. This is word of mouth type of deal. And I don't get anything for selling the watches or giving you information. I'm just word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because I know some people want to get some stuff that they can't get now. Some people want to release some stuff that they don't care about anymore, or they want to get something else. So let me know. You can reach me on Instagram, TrapVision3D, TrapVision3D at yahoo.com, or TrapVision@gmail.com. Email me anywhere right there. And also, if you want to email me some wrist shots, man, I'm going to start doing a wrist shot post, like for shorts, which I think Joe right now, I have so many of Joe's pictures. He does an amazing wrist shot, man. He keeps me motivated with being in this realm of collecting. I'll read a couple more comments, and then we're going to get up out of here. I have the burgundy, black, gold suits. Yeah, you got that's that heat. I know which one you're talking about. That sucker. Bro, you don't even want that, man. You don't even want that. Go ahead and let your boy get it. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, most of my watches are completely sold out. Very hard to find. I don't have a bunch, man. Like I said, man, 2 of my prized possessions, yo, are sitting right here. My value and, you know what I'm saying, my heritage piece, bro. Like, bro, quit playing. Quit playing with your boy. And you can't even get this anymore. The intrinsic, that Pro Diamond, that's a 43 millimeter piece. You can't even get that no more. You know what I'm saying? It's digital and analog at the same time. You got a stopwatch, you got a light on it, man. You can't even fool with it no more, bro. You can't even fool with it. And then I showed you this already, that Chaos. This came back a couple times, but I got this from the cruise, so this is the official last watch of the cruise 2020. And matter of fact, I think I'm gonna have somebody Dremel that in for me somewhere on this watch. You know what I'm saying? Victor Cruz 2020, man. Matter of fact, why don't we do this? I'm petitioning anybody that's in touch with AL. If your kids still watch AL or your family still watch, this is what I need from you. Everybody that purchased a watch from that 2020 cruise, seeing that we don't have any, man, like, we need to commemorate that. You know what I'm saying? We need to, like, find out. I know it's a bit much to do, but find out who had it and certify these watches, man. Go ahead and put your signature on it, man. Certify these watches, bro, for the last watch of 2020 cruise Invicta, man. That'd be so dope if you sent that out. Just saying, bro. Just saying. You can send it out with my next watch purchase, man. How about that? How about that? Yeah. I'll be waiting on it. I'll be waiting on the answer. Till the next light strike. Yes, sir. Yeah, we up out of this thing, man. So, Venom Camp, yo, what's going on, bro? We at the end of the show, man, but thank you for coming up, bro. But you know what? I get to kick it with Venom Camp this year. This year, oh, Venom Camp, I got you. You know, I got a picture of you. Oh, I can't even remember what cruise it was, but you was walking on the Lido net. I got you, bro. I got you. Yes, sir. Uh, this has been an amazing day with y'all for the past hour, 6 minutes. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate the comments, man. Everybody that see this on the replay, man, go ahead and drop your comments, man. And I do respond to everybody. Let me know what you think. Do you think this is the end? Or we just getting started? So, with that being said, thank you so much. I hope you guys have a blessed evening. Hope you guys come back next week. I'll be showcasing my cruise watches that I'm gonna be taking on this Meet Not cruise. Yeah, we about to get that thing this next week. So y'all already know what the demo is. Y'all be blessed.